Thank you, Madam Speaker. I agree with the Honourable Member that we need to do more than what we've been doing as this House, which is like the mirror to our people. And they look forward to this House to give leadership in the nation building, in making of the laws, in discussing the challenges of the country, in helping that we build this country. It is unfortunate that we end up with some problems of how do we handle this, and I think, as you referred to the earlier activities, which do not in any way help us. For an example, if you have what you call authority, particularly in the area of democracy, democracy is a very good system. You can't make it to look like democracy is not a good thing. People have no respect, etc. You don't even respect your own rules. You do whatever you want. You speak when you are not given the chance to speak. To you, it's just the same. It's a problem. I think the last time I was here on the budget vote, Honourable Buthelezi raised the issue very seriously. And I think it was acknowledged by the Speaker that indeed this House needs to find a way to discuss how the decorum of this House should be taken further. And therefore, you're correct, I agree with you. This House needs to do something about itself. Of course, you referred to the initiative of meeting the leaders of the opposition, which we used to have earlier. And of course, I agree. Maybe we need again to come to terms with the fact that we need to talk. But I think political parties also, on their own, should give the kind of feeling that if we go to those kind of meetings, we are not just going to be insulting one another. Well, that's a fear. We might actually be increasing the area of irritation, so to speak. But I agree with you, and I'll be happy if leaders of the political parties could, in fact, agree that let us meet and deal with the matters. When we used to meet, one of the points I used to make was that behaving in Parliament is a different matter than behaving in a meeting of that nature where there is no spectators, so to speak. But the other thing that I used to say, we as political leaders, we ought to identify national issues that we ought not to politic about. That we need to agree that on these issues, we can't politic. This is what we need to do to go forward. Because I believe that all of us, no matter what party we belong to, we are here because we want to see a prosperous South Africa, a successful South Africa. The only difference is the route to reach that point. But all of us wish for a South Africa that is successful. So why do we fight among ourselves to a point that we disrupt our movement forward? So it's a matter I think the parties should actually discuss. I would be happier, for an example, if the opposition could meet and say, do we agree or do they agree to a proposal? Because I will always be ready to have those kind of meetings. Because I believe that there's a lot that we still have to do to this country to deal with the issue of poverty, inequality, and unemployment together. It's a matter we need to not fight about. What do we do to contribute that we better the lives of our people? I'm sure that would be warmly welcomed. Thank you, Madam Speaker.